there in the summer. It's pretty good out there. It looks like they're related to Jesus because you can swear from a distance they look like they're walking on the water. Yeah, just an inch or two below. Right now the lake's very high for this time of year, so there's probably 3 or 4 inches under the water, but not deep enough to put a boat through there. So, there's a nice rock right out here too that we're going to make sure we miss. The channel marker out here, that left at the top marker, indicates that we should stay north or east of it. But we're coming up on a couple of islands. I'm going to point to one here and another one. They almost look like one island, but there's 2 islands together here. These are actually owned by the Squam Association. The far one is called Moon Island. This one over here is called Kimball Island. But they're a great resource because they're basically uninhabited, other than there is a cottage on Kimball Island for the staff of the Squam. That's what they're being hired to kind of keep an eye on the island. But they're open for public use.
All of the islands are open for public?
Just these 2. Just these 2. There's one other island that we have time we'll swing by called Church Island, which actually is open and operates as a Sunday chapel, outdoor chapel in July and August. But the rest of them are privately owned.
We're getting rain.
Say that again, Jimbo.
They are privately owned?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, do they go for sale very often?
Not very often. Real estate on this place is very expensive and doesn't become available all that often.
Is it millions and millions of dollars?
Well, to give you an idea, if you see that Squam Range over here, that whole hillside, all that range, and about a dozen of the islands over on that side of the lake are all under one ownership. There's 14,000 acres. Yeah. Well, fortunately, they're very conservation-minded, and they're not interested in selling off the real estate to put condominium projects in. And over here on Red Hill, 5,000 acres on Red Hill are one holder. So, that's what maintains this watershed so well, because it's all green. Well, this peninsula, on the other side of us right now is a peninsula that's called Center Harbor Neck. We're going to swing around this, and between this next island up here called Kimball Island, and just swing around the head of the bay over here and see if we can find that blue chick. What's a chick? When we call it a chick, it's not a little baby at this point. It's just slightly smaller than the adults. Some of these trees that you see that are very kind of flat-topped and very horizontal branches that are turning red on the shoreline, these are northern tupelos, and we're at the very, very, very northern edge of this tree range. It's also known as the black gum because the tupelos are a common southern species. So we're right here in a transition zone in central New Hampshire between the southern hardwood forest and the northern coniferous forest. But a lot of interest in the tupelos just on the lake because it is kind of a neat tree. And it does turn before the other trees do, so you can see a little bit of red on those branches. It has very small